So we're looking for the 21st today, 21st of July. You ready? So concentrate. What do we need to know, Spirit, for the 21st of July 2020? Oh my Lord, all reversals. Oh, thank you. That's finally me the right way up. Oh my Spirit. Thank you. Can you see those? Oh dear. Well, we start now and in the future. Somebody's accepted that something has to crumble before they can have a new beginning. However, they're not putting it into action yet. They're trying to keep the peace. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. The Ace of Cups is a gift from Spirit. It sometimes represents the womb. So there could be the conception of a child or the conception of a new birth in life, a rebirth if you like. That is to come, but first you have to accept that something has to crumble. In the home life, no communications, very little work, finances could be doubtful, someone needs new shoes and there's no money for it. The animal totems of the deer, the fox, the stoat or the weasel, because it depends which one you look at, which English or American. The rabbit and the owl, and those born 1951 plus or minus 12 February to February could be involved. So you feel like you've worked very hard and it's not come to fruition, and possibly because of this lady, because she is very, very nasty. Could be a woman scorned, could be an ex-wife or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be doctor, priest or lawyer. There's a connection to music with this one which I don't understand, but you may. Or it could be Ireland and the Irish. She's a very nasty lady and you don't want to get on the wrong side of her. Reversed, she is a lonely, divorced, bitter, twisted female. Lack of communication. She cuts people out of her life without a second thought. And someone wearing a false mask, pretending to be something they're not, or pretending to be happy when they're not. They haven't got the tools that they need to manifest the reality they want, and therefore they will become very, very annoyed. It could even be someone you're suspicious of, criminal activity, drug dealers, etc. So be very aware of this. Gemini energy rules the hands, arms, shoulders, communications and siblings. Negative energy, those born on the 1st or the 28th. So if you're at home with your parents, siblings could be a problem. If you're married, there could be money issues. There's certainly no love there. Friends, how friends see you is coming out of a mental prison that you've made for yourself. The answer is no. There's no happiness there. There's no love there. And it's time for you to move on. That's quite simple. That's quite clear. So you've cut yourself out of a mental prison. The answer is no. There's no chance. If you was expecting a child or wanting to conceive, that's not happening. And it can't until something crumbles. It's time to move on from, this is how your friends see it anyway, from stormy waters to calmer ones. Don't take the baggage of the past with you, which is what both readings previous to this have said. Work life, which is quite strange, is that there is, that's my card, the High Priestess. Anybody born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Someone is coming out of an unhealthy situation. So whether you like it or not, if you're in an unhealthy situation at work, you will be coming out of it in some way, shape or form. Secrets are out. Christmas could be about the time. You have to look up the turkey and the heron and the animal totems. But there's your truth, their truth, and someone in the middle is the whole truth. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth, as in diet and medication, words written or spoken. But above all else, this card tells me that you have to go with your gut as far as work goes, because that is the only way you're going to prosper in this time. It's very important that you do, because you are ready to give up. And if you give up, then all your dreams die. So don't give up. Don't chuck the towel in before your dreams come true. So if you lose a job, know that there's 10 months where it could be you have to put your dreams on hold. But it's not saying never. If it did, there would be a 10 of swords. There's 10 of cups. So it's affecting you emotionally, yes. It may be depressing you, yes. It may be affecting the home life because you are so depressed, yes. But 10 months is what they're telling me. Your wishes and dreams, well, you've just got to be very careful because you're carrying, well, in this one he's not carrying a heavy burden, but you're just walking around with a blindfold on burning stumps. And at any point in time, them burning stumps could burn away and there's nowhere to put your feet. And that is how you feel at the minute. You don't know which way to turn for best. Also, you're having to defend yourself against something or someone. Look at her, God, she's got a mouth on her, hasn't she? So for some of you, it could be an older child that's causing trouble, or it could be a missus, or that could be you trying to defend yourself against everybody else who's taking the mick. So, and you've got no options now. Your options need to be narrowed down because you're losing all the options that you did have. Those born 1988 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved somewhere. So you have to choose one way or another and you don't know which one to choose. So the coming event there, we have a third party situation. No two ways about it. We have 2 3s. Heartache, sorrow, loss, separation. In this one, I would have to say this is definitely because of the messages Spirit are giving me that would be too specific for the general read, so I don't mention it. But there is for one of you, at the very least, an issue with someone getting pregnant outside the relationship. And it is a change for the better. However, obviously the partner's not going to see it that way, and there is a lot of misery caused by this, which means that there will be separations, heartache, sorrow and loss. But it's worth it, because this may have been going on for some time, this affair, and it will pay off. So it's meant to be, and it's soulmate energy, I'm afraid. And I know people don't like to hear that. Not soulmate, because soulmates, we have too many soulmates. But it's meant to be, it's destined. So it may feel like a slight to you, but in actual fact it isn't. It's just, it wouldn't have mattered who came along. This one is the one for them. So you've got to just accept that. For the rest of you, it will just be that you are getting over some sort of heartache. It could be the loss of a friend, it could be a passing, it could be anything, but it has been very painful, and a change is coming, and within 3 years, whatever you're working on will pay off. So there is also mention of a pregnancy, which never happens with this card in any other deck I've seen. So it's fertility, it's the birth. So after the loss comes something to replace that loss, always. We have somebody born 1970, somebody born 1951, and somebody born 1993, plus or minus 12 February to February. The animal totems are the dog, the rabbit, the beaver, the fish, the eagle, the robin, and the rooster. So the only major arcanas, and they're both negative. No, tell a lie. There are 3 major arcanas, 4 major arcanas, 2 positive, 2 negative. So the numbers to remember that are negative: people living or past, date for your diary and address, 16, 1 and 28. Positive, 2, 29 and 10. Changes have to be made. Yeah. So you're going to have to think about this. You're going to have to really think about what you're going to do. Go within and think. It's massively important now, because you can't go on like this. We have done for months and months and months, and it's not got you anywhere, has it? Basically. So the spirit are going to chuck you another spanner and see what you do with that one, until you realise where you need to go. Yeah, it's time to take a break. Time to get out. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations. To take a moment from your busy schedule to get off the treadmill of life, to appreciate and acknowledge all that you have created, achieved, released or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. To take a breath and regather your mind, body and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience, which is there, 7 of Cups. You've got to narrow your choices down now and decide what you really want. If you take a moment, you're not going to miss out. Perhaps you've just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, or released an old way of being, or just been burning a candle at both ends. Now is the time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing. You did it. Enjoy yourself. Recalibrate. Go on vacation. Book a massage. Take a long walk in nature. Go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. Just take a break and breathe.